Motion graphics is not just about creating complex logo animations and all, but sometimes you need to create something which looks simple, but that should be looking elegant and satisfying. And if it is in the form of loop, then that is awesome. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to create this satisfying looping animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugins, but with the help of simple and cool tips and tricks inside of After Effects. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. All links are available in the description, and you can join our Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new videos, motion graphic tutorials, advanced After Effects tutorials, etc. etc. And it will be a support for this channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So, without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and we are going to call it as main animation. Width we are going to choose 1920, height we are going to choose 180, frame rate is 30, and duration you can choose somewhere around 1 minute long. We don't want much more duration. Let's make this 0. Okay, let's make this as well 0. And background color should be white and simply hit OK and hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Now I'll press Ctrl Y to create one solid background, and instead of white we are going to choose a little bit grayish color. Okay, and hit OK. And let's log this because this is going to be our background. Then I'm going to select my ellipse tool and we are going to choose white color and hit OK. And by holding shift I'll create one ellipse. Then select these and press Ctrl Alt Home to bring this anchor point at the center. Then go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Then select these and hit Ctrl D, press S and let's decrease the scale of this. And let's go and change the color of this one to red and hit OK and hit U to minimize this. Now let's select these and zoom in, press S and let's make this scale proper to 20. Then select these, press P for position and let's try to bring this over here. Okay, zoom in a little bit. Okay, and let's make sure that it's touching over here like that. Now, what we can do, I'm going to select these and I'll make it apparent with this one, which is this layer. So let's select the shape layer and let's change the color of this one to red. Now let's select these, press R for rotation to create one keyframe over here. Zoom in a little bit. Let's go somewhere around 10 frames. Let's make these 20. So it will rotate it. Go 20 to 25 frames. Let's make this minus 40. Then again go few frame forward and let's make this 80. Okay. Select those keyframe and hit F9. So if you check it out, this will get something like this. Now first thing, let's go over here. Select these by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here. Then somewhere around at this point, let's select these by holding shift, try to adjust this handle like that and this handle like that. Then somewhere around at this point, let's try to bring this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. Okay, like that. Now let's select those keyframes and by holding Alt, I'll try to adjust them up to 1 second only. Okay, like this. Now somewhere around at this point, when this is gonna come up over here, I'll select these and I'll press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer and not this one, but this layer over here and press Ctrl Shift D to split this. And this time let's remove this parenting. Okay. Then press R for rotation and let's make this rotation 0 over here. Then press P for position, select these, right click and choose separate dimension like this. Okay. Then we will select these, create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y, go few frame forward. Okay, and then try to bring this over here. You can go to the Align tab and choose Align horizontally and make sure that it's touching top of this. Then in the middle, let's select these and change the Y position of this one to somewhere up to this. Select those Y position keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift, move this handle over here, move this handle over here, select this, move this handle over here, and move this handle over here. So we will get something like that. Okay. Now obviously there should be a small amount of bounce over here. So go few frame forward and again create one keyframe at Y, and in the middle a little bit. Let's bring this a little bit upward. Then again go to the graph, zoom in. Let's select these and hit F9. Select this graph by holding shift, move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Then select these, move this handle over here, select these and move this handle over here. Okay, like this. So if you check it out this now, we are gonna get something like that. First like this and then something like this. Now I'll select these and I'll hit Control D. I'm going to select the second layer and this time I'm going to change the color of this one to yellow. Okay. Then let's go somewhere around over here and let's change the Y position of them, these three layers, and try to bring this over here like that. Okay. So if we check it out this, we are getting something like that. Also, at this point, Y position of this one, I'm going to bring this over here. Then we will select this red layer, hit U. Let's select those, and by holding Alt, I'm going to increase the duration of it. So now we will get a little bit of, different timeline. Then along with that, at this point over here, I'm going to adjust the scale of this. So at the start, I'll press S to create one keyframe, hit U. Let's go over here and let's increase the scale of this. Okay, like that. So if you check it out this, you'll get something like that. Select those and hit F9. Then let's go and change the color of this one to yellow so it will be easy for to understand. Then select these layers and we are going to make it a track matte with this white solid layer and enable this white solid layer as well. Okay, like this. Then somewhere around at this point when this is over here, let's hit U to check it out this red color. Somewhere around at this point when this is over here, I'll select these and I'll press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer. Then let's make it apparent with this white color layer, ellipse, and press R to create one keyframe. Go somewhere around 3 seconds and let's try to adjust, or instead of that, in this plus 8, in this 80, we'll add plus 180 and hit OK. Then select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph, and by holding shift, try to bring this handle at this point and try to bring this handle at this point. So we will get something like that. Okay. So first we got this, then we got this. And if you want, then you can select these keyframes. Okay. Like that. Okay. We got something like this. And when this stuff is rotating, I want there should be something that should be going on in this yellow one. So what we can do to uh, do something over here, I'm going to select my ellipse tool, and this time let's remove this fill. We don't need that. We need stroke, and we are going to choose this red color stroke. And by holding shift, I'm going to create one ellipse, then press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the go to the align tab, align it horizontally, align it vertically. Okay. Then select these, zoom in a little bit. Let's try to adjust the stroke a little bit. Okay. And try to adjust this a little bit over here. Okay. Then you can select these and you can choose track matte to this yellow layer. Okay. And also enable this yellow layer. Then select the shape layer, go inside this add menu and choose trim path. Let's go to the trim path and let's make this value 0. Create one keyframe, hit U. Let's go over here and let's make this value 90, not 90, but 50%. Okay. Select those keyframe, hit F9. Okay, hit U. Let's select these and this layer and hit U so we can see those keyframe again. and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph by holding shift. Try to adjust this handles like that. So if we check it out this now, let's make this fit. We will get something like that. Okay. Now over here, right now the animation is looking like that. But what I want that this one should go from here and you know to get popped at this point. So to do that, what we can do, if you guys remember that right now we did a graph animation like that. But what we can do, we can select these two graphs. I mean this trim path and this rotation, and we will hit F9 again to remove that graph. Okay, then we will select these, and by holding shift I'll try to adjust this over here and try to adjust this handle up to this. Okay, so if we check it out this, we will get something like that. And then somewhere at this point I'm going to select these ellipse and I'll press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer. Let's remove this parenting and hit U so we can remove all of those keyframes. Then R for rotation, and let's make this rotation 0. Then select these and press P, create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Go somewhere around over here, go to the Align tab, and we are going to choose Align vertically. Try to adjust this. And in the middle over here, we will now change the X position this time because it's moving from here. Okay, then select those X position and hit F9. Go to the graph, select this graph by holding shift. Select this by holding shift. Move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Move this handle at this point and move this handle at this point. Okay, like this. So first we will get this, and then we are gonna get something like that. Then obviously there should be some kind of a bounce. So let's go few frame forward to create one keyframe attacks. Go somewhere around over here and let's try to bring this upward. You can go to the graph, select these and hit F9. Okay, by holding shift, try to adjust this handles just like that. So, okay, so if we check it out this, we will get something like that. And sorry, like this. So if we check it out this now, we are gonna get something like that. So first we got this, then we got this. Okay. Now when this thing is happening, I'm going to select these and I'll press P for position to create one keyframe. Then go for a few frame forward. Let's move this like that. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select these, and by holding shift, try to adjust this handles over here. Okay. So it will create an illusion like it's gone or something. Okay, like this. And then if you want somewhere around at this point, I want this ellipse, which is this yellow one. I'll press S to create one keyframe. I'll go few frame forward to make this value 0. Okay, select those keyframe and hit F9 like this. Okay, then when this is becoming somewhere up to this, I'll select this one, I mean this shape layer, I mean this ellipse, press P for position to create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Go few frame forward and simply select this one and try to bring this over here in such a way that it should properly touch the ground. Let's select those and hit F9. In the middle, let's select these and let's bring this upward. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph, select these by holding shift. Try to move this handle over here and move this handle over here. Okay, like that. Now at this point, you can hit N. So now if we check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Okay, so we will get this animation continuously in the form of loop. Now there should be some kind of an addition. Now over here, if you check it out, this stuff looks weird. So I'll remove this kind of an animation. I'll keep it as it is only. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Otherwise, so instead of this, let's, when this is completing over here, I'll select these and I'll hit Control D, hit U, and I'll create another key. I'll create another one. I'll go to the stroke and I'll choose up this yellow color for this stroke. So I'll get that same animation over here as well. And I think that animation should start when this is gonna get bounced. Okay, and it should complete a little bit faster like that. Okay, then select all of them and enable the motion blur. Okay, so we will get some dynamics to our animation like that. So okay, so this is one thing. Otherwise, what you can do, instead of adding this, when this is gonna get completed, I can select these and I can press R to create one keyframe, go few frame forward somewhere around at this point. Okay, and let's make this one complete rotation. So let's make this one complete rotation and hit F9. Okay, like this. Okay, this looks more satisfying. Okay, like that. Okay, so that is the one thing. Otherwise, what you can do to create awesome animation out of this, let's do one thing. We will select, you can change the color now. Like for instead of red, I want some kind of a bluish color over there. Okay, so let's pick up that. Okay, I mean, it's totally up to you what kind of a color combination you want. And over here, instead of yellow, I'll pick up something like, you know, this color. And over here, instead of these, we will choose this one. Okay, like that. Now you can select all of these and press Control Shift D to, you know, make a composition. Then hit Control D, select this second layer, go to the Effect and Presets panel and search for Varial Fast Box Blur, and let's make this value 98, and the center I'm going to put over here. Okay, so if I check it out this now, I'm gonna get something like that. Okay, so we will get this kind of a stuff. If you want, you can hit Control D. You can choose the center at this point. Okay, then you will get something like that. Okay, like this. So this is how you can create this kind of a looping animation inside of After Effects.